Hello, YouTube. My girlfriend and I had a nice anniversary trip to the Morning Glory Yurt, Flagstaff, Arizona. Just want to give you a quick tour. Here is the door of the yurt. We're going to start off by just doing a brief overview. This is one of the small yurts. They do have small and large yurts. This yurt will sleep like two people.
Nice.
You see the sleeping mats on the left there. If you spread them out around amongst the floor, it's about just enough for two people in that stove. It's just a nice wooden floor. Kind of shades you from the elements, but a pretty basic structure altogether. The sleeping pads are about 2.5 inches thick. Not too crazy there. As you enter the yurt, you do get your key from a little lockbox located right next to the door. You get the code from the lodge when you first arrive. Inside the yurt is just a couple of chairs and a small table. They do have a little journal book and some information in the binder. They also have a wood fire stove. That's so useful in the summer, but good in the winter. Here's some instructions here. If you want to take a gander, feel free to pause the video if needed. There's plenty of firewood right next to the yurt, and it's in this kind of like shed-like structure to keep the wood nice and dry. Plenty of it. You won't run out. What I did appreciate was that there was a smoke detector as well as a fire extinguisher inside the yurt, just in case you're using the stove and something went awry. For lighting, they did have these fairy lights. At night, they did set the mood quite well, but otherwise there is a skylight located above, straight in center off the roof there. Pretty bright at 5 in the morning, but allowed plenty of light in for sure. It is the backcountry. There's a lot of critters around, so they did provide us a little box that had like a bit of a weather seal in the perimeter, so you can kind of store all your food goods. But they did provide us some basic things like matches and wipes. That it did come with the yurt itself. As far as the facilities go, right outside, about a stone's way, there are a couple of porta potties if you need to use the restroom. Nothing fancy here. There was a bit of pollen inside. I didn't get a shot of this, but yeah. If you do want a traditional restroom, you can go about 2 miles away is the lodge. They also have showers there as well. There isn't like a water source nearby, but they do offer like a delivery service where they can drop off some gallons of water. As far as temperature control goes with the yurt, you can choose to open up these windows by just basically have like a zipper system with like a little buckle. You can roll up your window, and then you can also close your window. We do have a nice little fire pit right outside the yurt. Unfortunately for us, we kind of came around time when there's a fire restriction. I'm not sure if they really needed this fire restriction, but I do know that it was like 4th of July, so it's probably safe. Right outside the fire pit, there was a little bench. It had a nice view of the mountains there. And then they also came with a little picnic table, which is great. You don't really need to bring any camping chairs or anything like that. There's plenty of seating to go around. Also, they did come with this solar-powered lantern. But yeah, don't try to take it because you will be charged $80 if you take it. What's neat about it is that the lantern itself has a small battery that you could use to then charge like another device, like a cell phone. In my case here, just USB-A, nothing fancy. Thanks for taking the time to view this video. This is the Morning Glory Yurt at the Arizona Nordic Village.